We got a major Bills update. It looks like a Bills coach is on the way out. The Bills season's still going on, but other teams are looking to fill the void of their head coaching role, and it looks like they want to poach from the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bills Digest. I'm your host, Anthony Senicar. And let's be honest, come Sunday, we want a Bills win, and we're probably smashing a few tables before that clock hits 1 o'clock. And the same way you guys smash those tables come Sunday morning, I want you guys to smash that like and subscribe button, because take a look at this. The number's down. But again, 72% of you guys who are watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel. Subscribe, join the army, stay in touch here at Bills Digest for all your latest Bills news, because we got you covered from wall to wall, and we're on the road to 100 subscribers, so join the army. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there are officially 6 head coaching positions open. The Bills season's obviously still going on, but again, as a great organization and as a model organization in the NFL, which is crazy to say after those drought years, the Buffalo Bills are looking like they're going to have one of their top young coaches poached for a head coaching role, and that being Mr. Joe Brady. Out of the 6 positions opened, 4 of them have requested Joe Brady for a head coaching interview, those being the New York Jets, the New Orleans Saints, the Chicago Bears, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Again, it was fully expected. Joe Brady, since he has taken over for Ken Dorsey mid last year, has absolutely turned this Buffalo Bills offense around and has made it from a pass-heavy, long-developing play, chuck it downfield, frustrating to watch offense, to what is a well-oiled machine, and has made Josh Allen go from a turnover machine, is what the media said, to an MVP candidate. Look at these stats. Second in the league in points per game at 30.9. Again, an offensive dynamo. We have not seen an offense scoring like this for the Bills since the Brian Daboll years. Something those Brian Daboll's teams never had, something those Ken Dorsey teams never had, and a ideology shift of the NFL is going to a run heavy. You are playing in an NFL where a too high shell safety look is what teams and defenses are doing. And again, Joe Brady was ahead of the curve and focused to a run-heavy offense. Ended up finishing the year with 131.2 yards per game, which was 9th best in the league, as well as made James Cook one of the better running backs to one of the best running backs in the league with 1,000, his first 1,000-yard season of his career. On top of that, the passing game obviously finished the season middle of the pack with 231.1 yards per game. Josh Allen is going to finish in top 2 in MVP voting. I mean, I'm going to say that it's going to happen. He's probably going to hopefully win the MVP, but if he doesn't, he is going to be a heavy consideration for that. On top of that, the Bills shifted from get the ball to Diggs to everybody eats mentality, which has fully opened up the passing game for Josh Allen and created some insane weapons for him now. 2 years ago, Khalil Shakir was on the roster bubble and was about to get cut after training camp. There were talks of that. Did the Bills have room for Khalil Shakir? 2 years later, Khalil Shakir is the Buffalo Bills' #1 receiving threat, one of the best slot receivers in the league, and is averaging almost 10 yards per reception. That is a first down per reception. He is also averaging 8.8 yards per catch behind the line of scrimmage. Behind the line of scrimmage, you got 0 yards when you catch the ball behind the line of scrimmage, and he's almost averaging a first down after each catch. Keon Coleman, the Bills' second-round pick, who, again, I thought his floor might be that of Gabe Davis, and on the high end, T. Higgins. And he looks like he is slowly developing into a role where he's going to be that T. Higgins type, which was what I thought he would become. And they are not forcing him into it. He is slowly getting there. Joe Brady is writing up plays to get Keon Coleman in those positions. Hats off to them. And again, finishing off 359.1 yards per game, which is 10th best in the league. Third down percentage, again, one of the better third down teams at 44.06 third down percentage for 7th best in the league. Red zone, another area where the Bills are thriving. Joe Brady is cooking up plays that work, and if all else fails, you got the tush push, and it always works for the Bills. They finish off the season with 71.64 percentage in the red zone for 2nd best in the league. And the big one being Josh Allen in his turnovers, forcing the ball where it doesn't need to be thrown, has gone all the way down for 1st in the league at 0.5 turnovers per game. This offense is completely different. It's one of the juggernauts of the NFL. It's up there with the Lions and the Ravens as one of the best offenses in the whole NFL, and that is courtesy of Joe Brady. He is adapting to what defenses give him, and I don't even think the whole playbook is opened up yet. I think there's more to come playoff time, and Joe Brady will be a head coach in this league, and we need to be prepared for that. And if it doesn't happen this year, it's going to happen next year. Because again, let's not forget, Ben Johnson last year was the #1 candidate for a lot of teams. He ends up staying because he did not like any of the opportunities. And if Joe Brady does not get his #1 selection, I have a good feeling that he will stay another season and run it back. Because you know what? If they get it this year, they can always go back to back. But hey, that's if they get it this year. I'm not going to get my hopes up because we got to see what happens. But I think as Bills fans and as the Bills organization, we do have to prepare for a life without Joe Brady, and we're going to have to look out from candidates from either within or from outside selection. A name to watch out for, in my opinion, is that of Frank Reich. Frank Reich did get interviewed for the offensive coordinator position after Brian Daboll left to the New York Giants before the Bills ended up hiring Ken Dorsey from within. So that is a name to look out for. He's currently he's currently not in a coaching position right now. He kind of runs the same Joe Brady offense, and I think that he could be an interesting candidate. Also being the Bills' backup quarterback of the 90s, being the quarterback for the Bills' greatest comeback of all time. Just again, a lot of Buffalo connections. So just a name to be on the lookout for. And again, as an organization, the Bills have become one of the best in the league, and we have to be prepared that we're going to get our coaches and our assistant GMs poached. On top of that, the Bills' assistant GM has also been interviewed for a Jets GM position. I mean, 3 years ago, Brian Daboll and Joe Shane got poached. The Houston Texans also did poach Bills GM or assistant GM a few years ago. So again, it's a reoccurring trend. When you got a good team, when you got a guy like Josh Allen, when you got Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane building this winning culture, teams are going to want to recreate that. I mean, example, the New York Giants took Joe Shane, who was an assistant GM, and took Brian Daboll, who was a Bills OC, and tried to create something there. They do not get fired, but they got one more year, so we'll see how that goes. But let me know your guys' thoughts below. Where do you guys think Joe Brady ends up? Do you guys think he takes a head coaching role this year or next year? What do you guys think the best landing spot for him is? Personally, I think Chicago is a very good landing spot for him. You got Caleb Williams to work with. You got a really good receiving core, as well as you got DeAndre Swift there as well. So again, kind of a Buffalo-esque offense. So that could be very interesting. And also, who do you guys think the Bills will hire either internally or externally if Joe Brady leaves? Keep an eye on Frank Reich, people. I'm going to say it now. But that's all from me, guys. Let me know your thoughts below. Please like and subscribe. We're on the road to 100 subscribers, and we're trying to get there hopefully sooner than later. So subscribe. Let's get that number up. And as always, guys, go Bills.